What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Can We Get That in Vertical podcast, the podcast brought to you by Creative Cole, Aaron and Brock, joining you here for another episode. Brock, how are we?
It's great. Oh, I'm great.
It's great. It's great.
I'm great. Man, I feel like this podcast is just always a good chance to just catch up. even though
we see
work
each other like 5 days a week.
Yeah. It just feels good. It feels different. It's out of the norm because we don't get to see each other much in our normal lives. So
except we do every
do
day. We literally sit.
That's business. Each other. That's business.
Oh, isn't this also business?
All right, let's get down to business then.
Let's get down to business. So we're redoing our website right now, and Brock has put a tagline in the website. Tell them what it says, Brock. Read it.
Reading that figure right now. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of you, buddy.
Because I don't agree with the wording, but Brock stands by his wording.
So a little bit of background on this.
Oh, here we go. We go.
We realized. So this is just classic mistake. Business 101. We started running ads, as we said, about 2 months ago, pushing it to a leads page. We're looking to just test at the moment. We're not really looking for anything because we have a bunch of work. So we're kind of fine, but we'd be just interested in trying to find bigger clients. So we set all that up, shot an ad, set it to a leads page. We've played around with the ad, played around with the leads page a couple of times. And then I was digging around in the analytics of our website and we stumbled across a few things where I'm like, that's weird that people would be skipping around through pages so quickly on our website, which led me to go, I wonder what's on those pages. So I went to where it shows on our website previously. It's not there anymore because we just got rid of it. You could see work that we'd done with other clients and it was like meant to go to pages. We'd actually gotten so busy that we'd forgotten to update the last half of the section. So there was about 6 sections there that you could click on that had the blank Squarespace page that you're meant to fill in. I've emailed Aaron and gone, oh God, we need to fix this. So we sat today for 30 minutes, overthought everything for about 30 of those 30 minutes. And then it got to a point where we're like, okay, no, we need to make some changes. So we're now in the midst of editing the website. We got the basics again back up. And now I'm tweaking a little bit.
And that's it for part 1 of this episode. Catch part 2 next week. We get to the second half of this story.
So, long story short, or short story long, I've now got this. So there's our initial header, and then underneath that is something that's going to attract you into hopefully working with us. Or you've just listened to that story and now you believe that we actually don't know anything about what we're doing and you've signed off. And
we tuned out. You've turned off the podcast.
You've already turned off and you're not listening anymore, so that's fine.
You didn't realize this was a history podcast.
The sentence I have, or the 2 sentences that I have, well, no, it's one sentence. We create killer vertical content for edgy lifestyle brands so you can make your competition jealous.
Now, I think that calling yourself an edgy brand is cringe. I think it sounds so cringe. But then Brock raised an interesting point where he said, well, we're edgy. As a brand, Creative Cole, it's edgy, which like I agree with in the sense of like, oh, we're a little edgy, as in like it's a characteristic maybe, but I wouldn't necessarily be okay with going like, oh, Creative Cole's an edgy brand, because I think edgy just sounds cringe. And I said to Brock, name a brand that you would classify as edgy. And he said Coca-Cola.
I was put on the spot, all right?
And I said, when I think of edgy brands, I think of like Kiss Chasey or Ed Hardy from back in the day. That's what I think edgy brand is.
I get it. It was weird typing it. Edgy is such an interesting word because it seems like it's like saying you're a genius. You know what I mean? Like it's calling you or saying we're really cool. Like you're saying something that probably needs to be given to you more than said about yourself.
Yeah.
I get it. It was an initial tester and it was hoping to poke the bear and see what else would come out of us. But
definitely poked a bear.
We're well on the way to redesigning our homepage and
So if you're listening to this, go
Working for
check out the website, creativecult.com.au.
I'll have
Just let
updated
us
it by
know what
now.
you think.
Yeah,
Let us know what you think.
I'll have fully updated it by now, so you can go check it out.
But anyway, that's not why we're here. It was just
No.
a fun thought that we were discussing before the podcast. We just thought we'd press record. We recorded our first car video last
Yay!
week, which was
That was-
really
it's tough.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very tough. We kind of just reached out to Aspley Mazda, who we kind of had like a bit of an in with someone who worked there, and they were like, "Yeah, cool. Here's a car. Go shoot." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
It was scarily easily to get a car.
Yeah,
that's worth more than both of our bank.
It was a $100K car that they just like were like, "Yeah, sure, here you go. Here's the keys. See ya." Like, all right. But yeah, no, we wanted to. I've seen like a couple of car videos recently that people that I like look up to.
Edgy car videos.
Yeah, I guess so. I've seen some car videos from creators that I follow, and I've looked at them and thought, I think
edgy.
I could do that. That's edgy. And I think that I could do that as the creator of an edgy brand. And I mean, it would have been easy enough for us to like do something with one of our cars, but it was kind of nice to just like do it for a client already and kind of just build that relationship up and see where it goes. It's kind of like no strings attached. It was like, yeah, cool. We'll give you the car, make a video, go for it. And so, yeah, we spent a day, I guess, like mapping out kind of the shots that we wanted and location scouting on where we wanted to go.
None of it went to plan.
We wanted to go, yeah, none of it went to plan as it usually does on a shoot. The road that we wanted to use was actually closed due to like road work, so we couldn't actually go the full way of where we wanted to go. But yeah, we picked up the car, and then the next day we just shot for half a day from like 9 a.m. till 12.
Yep.
And yeah, I told Brock how much imposter syndrome I had during the lead up of the shoot and still on the shoot while we were doing it. I just felt so out of my league and like not confident in what I was going to do. Confident, going in waves of like, I'm confident this is going to look sick, to what the hell am I doing? I have no idea. I've never done this before. Do we have the right gear? No, I ran out and got a $300 filter for my lens because all the blogs I was reading was like, you need this lens filter.
And it was so lucky we did.
Yeah, it actually worked really well. So if you need if you're trying to shoot a car video, definitely go get a circular polarizer. Yeah, circular polarizer. Because that just helps with the reflections on the car, which is good. But yeah, we went and shot it and then got it into the edit and surprised myself, I guess, in the end. I think it came out really well. It looked really good. Brock, thoughts on it?
It was a funny old day because Aaron's new nickname too, by the way, is the human gimbal. We had a rigged up Insta360, or what was it? No, Insta360 Go 2 on a telescopic rod with Aaron hanging out the window, holding it like this. His forearms,
just with one forearm strength, yeah, just like straining, just going, hold this thing, baby.
Surprisingly, like to think of like, and this is to tell you right now, anyone out there that's a creator, anything can be done with any equipment. Like that camera is like a $200 camera. It's like this size.
Yeah. And
the shots, some of the roller shots off it are insane. Like it looks, even though it wasn't actually that low to the ground at any one time, it looks super low to the ground and the motion looks great. When
you see like car videos like being filmed, like you see, the suction cup mounts of like cameras like sticking onto like the side of the cars, like on the windshield or something, or on the back.
Can be daunting. Looking at that stuff.
It's like definitely like if you look at that, you go like, why would I even try this? Like I do not have any of that gear, do not know where to start with any of that gear. But I think it was an interesting challenge to like go, no, I want to shoot a car video with like just the stuff that we have access to. which, I mean, for any camera fans out there, we used a Canon 1DX with a couple of different lenses, and we had the Insta 360 Go, we had the Insta 360 Cam,
Yeah,
and
the
a drone.
X3. Yeah, and a drone. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like I would say that, I mean, I could be like talking to my own ass here, but looking at the video that we made, like I don't think you could tell that would have been my first car video that I'd like shot and edited. So yeah, I think it was definitely a really good challenge to kind of use what we had available to us.
And it was great because we it's as always, you do something, pushes your boundaries, you learn a bunch of lessons, and you're like, okay, we know how to do that better next time. The biggest lesson we learned was we overshot by 2 hours, 3 hours of content. we needed about 30 minutes of the content that we shot.
We probably needed to spend an extra 2 hours preparing, actually going out to a location site and kind of like getting the lay of where we want to go. Because yeah, a lot of it was like thinking about spaces that we wanted to shoot in and like what kind of shots. Like, oh yeah, this would look cool. Let's do that. Let's run the car up and down here a bunch of times. But yeah, I think like definitely next time we'd know. We know like the runs that we need to do. Yeah. And we know like, okay, like we just need like 1 or 2 runs up and down for some interior stuff, get some exterior spots that look good, a couple of drone shots, a couple of wheel shots. Bingo.
Yeah, the funniest part I think was right at the end where we were trying to find like one little hero drone piece, and Aaron had already actually shot. I didn't see this one that he'd shot because I was driving the car most of the time through the trees, which I saw later in the edit. 2 days later, and we drove to 2 spots, and you could just see Aaron was totally gassed and just lacking any inspiration left. It was just like by the second time he pulled the drone down, he's like, nah.
Looks crap, bro. I think we got it.
That's it. Just call it a day. but even funnier was obviously, as Aaron said, the imposter syndrome he was feeling when he was going to edit it, and I'm sitting next to him in the office, like fiending for the content.
Brock is like telling people outside the office, like, "Oh yeah, come here! I can't wait to show you the video." And I'm like, "Shut up, Brock! I don't want anyone to know that I'm doing this. I feel so self-conscious about this." Brock's like, "Yeah, we'll have a viewing party. Come in.
This
couple
is
hours.
Ready?
Let's go."
Aaron's still got no idea what he's cutting. I'm just like, nah, mate. We're now car videographers, mate. That's all we do. We shoot car ads only.
Exactly. So if you're a car brand and want to work with us, just hit us up because I reckon we can create some magic. I don't think the video will be out at the moment when this goes to air. So stay tuned on the socials for that to come.
We have to wait for the dealership to post first, obviously, as is good business. But it's and it was the biggest week too because we did that and we went to an AI seminar after that. So we shot from early in the morning.
That was a big day. To
lunch. I then drove the car back to Brisbane and back, North Brisbane and back, and then we went home. Oh, you did the day before, and then went home, did an hour's worth of work, and then went straight to the seminar. So we learned a bunch. Bonded a bunch, did some great stuff. And I think, again, aim, whether you're a creative, whether, you listen to this because you're just interested in other things that we chat about, it's always good to push boundaries. You learn so much. Like we definitely didn't, the day before that happened, we didn't know that we could do that. And now with 100% confidence, I could say we could do better than we just did. And what we just did is already producing wow reactions. I can't believe that you shot that. That's amazing. And if what we're talking about with the equipment, if we showed him the equipment we shot it with, I think we'd probably get even more wow reactions.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, definitely. And don't let that imposter syndrome keep you down. Just fight through it. All you got to do is experiment and try, and you will 100% surprise yourself, I reckon.
Or learn a bunch of lessons for the next time. Or do both.
Marry them both together. Yeah. Why not both?
I think that's enough for tonight.
That's enough. That's
Yeah.
enough for us. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. Make sure to rate and review, subscribe, share it with a friend. Give us some love on socials at Creative Cult AU. Go check out that new website, baby.
Also,
Brock's got something?
Go check out Aaron's vlogs on his LinkedIn, or are they on your Instagram?
Bro.
Are they on
Yeah,
your
they are.
Instagram?
They're on my personal Instagram. But
Yeah.
they're not on feed.
Yeah, good. You've got to go to his Reels tab on his Instagram profile.
I've got 2 weekly vlogs up at the moment.
Yeah.
I am like cringing my way through them.
Have we shared them on Creative Cult LinkedIn?
No.
Do that. Hurry up.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, boss. So yeah, I mean, go watch my weekly vlogs, I guess, if you want to cringe a little bit. I think
see some of the car content in there.
See some of the car? Yeah, I guess so. You can get the behind the scenes scoop. And that's it. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.